Hello and welcome to our Instagram live event. My name is Paul Barsov, and I'm the of this Decentralized web project. The topic for today is tokens, tangible slash good versus hyped slash crappy. So we're going to think about tokens, but before starting this event, I'll tell you a little bit about the project we are building. Essentially, we're building a decentralized communication and advertising platform. When people are talking about decentralization, by people, I mean investors, marketers, promoters involved into the space. This kind of people, they think that decentralization is about change. And I believe as a technology developer that it is correct. It is really wrong to assume that decentralization is created only through blockchain technology. In our project, we're looking beyond blockchain technology. We still have a blockchain instance and cryptocurrency token, but they play just a role for our project. The main engine, software decentralization engine, is allowing direct communication with the user without going through a server. So this is the essence of decentralization, and the connection of internet is going to be achieved by this direction from user to user. What kind of role blockchain technology is going to play? Blockchain technology is going to play a support role, and is going to keep some incentives for users, but this is just a secondary role, and primary role is going to be done outside of the blockchain technology. Basically, this is a thing which early or late, lots of which claim decentralization, they claim Web3, and they claim next generation of internet. Early or late, these projects are going to understand that decentralization is something beyond blockchain technology. A successful project depends on marketing, and to make it interesting for people to come and join our project, become users. We're organizing events just like today. Basically, these are educational events, and like today, the event is happening every week on Sundays on Instagram Live. But we have another event on Saturdays, and it is happening on Twitter Space. As you know, Twitter Space is audio only channel, and Instagram Live, like today, is video and audio channel. We started this event about 3 months ago, and our very first event was what is blockchain. The topic, our very first event, it happened only, but the following week, the event, the title of the event is blockchain. And so this second event, it started happening on both Twitter Space on Saturdays and Instagram Live on Sundays. Some of the topics of the following events, which happened Saturdays and Sundays, were applying astrology to central bank digital currency versus crypto confrontation is looming. Decentralization engines, blockchain says decentralization engines, and other decentralization engine implementation. We have the topic also of decentralization, communication. What is it? At the end of 2022, we had an end of 2022 review in crypto. In the very beginning of 2023, we had the topic of predictions for crypto in 2023. Like every week, about in some days, we're preparing posts which are going to be sold on the social networks that we're posting. And we have been posting on a very long list of social networks. The list includes Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Telegram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Reddit, and Discord. But from this very long list of social networks that we're posting, we're mainly focusing on Instagram, Twitter, and we're a community. So we can covering and you events. Every week, and we have a demo day, and in the demo day event, we are showing what we have under development in the project, and we're also showing what has been achieved so far and what is our software decentralization engine doing as well. And actually we have a lot to show, really a lot. Currently, I want to mention that for the last several weeks, we are working on technology development for an NFT offer, and this NFT offer will be like any of the other NFT offers has been like collection price. So what is so special and what is different about our NFT collection and the NFT release? Well, the special thing is like we're offering three-dimensional images and three-dimensional objects. And like this three-dimensional object is going to be interactive and it is going to be animated. Basically, it's going to be moving by itself, and then the interaction is going to people maybe clicking over the object. They can move this object, they can zoom in and out, they can rotate it, and in addition to this, the object it has a voice. Every object has their own voice, they can speak. In addition to this, the object has a voice recognition capabilities and commands. Basically, the user of this NFT viewer of this dimensional object, they command object, let's say, zoom in or come in, zoom out, come out, move left, move right, rotate, and additional commands as well. With recognition capabilities and recognition of commands, it can react to commands like tell me about something, like for example, tell me about anime, or tell me about Elon Musk, and then the object is going to tell you something about what you did request. There are also talks since I think November 2022. There's an explosion in interest about artificial intelligence, and basically we are adding basic artificial intelligence to this three-dimensional object and this NFT which we plan to release. Like lots of projects like NFT, I mean the artificial intelligence capabilities are about the user typing text and then they're getting a response. But in our case, like the user, they are actually speaking what they are requesting, and then the basic artificial intelligence is only based on the request. So this is something new, maybe something unusual, but it is going to be become dominant in the current like months or years. So that's what the state of artificial intelligence is going to achieve very soon. And lots of these artificial intelligence projects, they're like overhyped. I read an article and I tell you about this, but let's not branch prematurely about this topic. We're going to come like we're going to speak about this in the upcoming international events. But coming to the topic of today, today is tokens everywhere. Tangible is good and hyped slash copy. So when we're talking about tokens, basically the tokens are things which are created through smart contract. Basically, since the start of like since the coming of Ethereum blockchain, like the Ethereum blockchain was the blockchain which offered the smart contract capabilities, and with the coming of this smart contract capable blockchain, like people or developers in these blockchains think about what kind of blockchain contracts they can deploy, and like the experimentation and the proposals, they led to creating two major types of smart contracts. One of the types of smart contracts it did create fungible tokens, and like fungible means these are tokens which are divisible and they're identical between each each other. Basically, the creator of this specific smart contract, they specify the symbol of this token, they specify the initial supply of this token. And so like after creation of this token, like the creator can send tokens to some addresses, and most often like the initial sending is to people who are involved with the project, to investors, but then like people can start buying a specific fungible token. And let's say somebody did get 100 tokens, and these 100 tokens, they're identical between each other. Then the owner of these 100 tokens, they can send, for example, tokens to somebody else, and from 100 they're subtracting 10 tokens, and they become owners of current owners of 90 tokens. So this is the meaning of being fungible and being dividable, like tokens which are tokens which are created, they're like identical to each other. But like after creation of this type of proposal for this type of smart contract, there was another proposal of creating of non-fungible tokens, or abbreviated NFTs. And non-fungible tokens, they're creating and they're based on unique, basically the token is essentially a label, and it is associated most often with for example some item like a digital image. So what has been accepted as like images, like NFT images, are basically a piece of smart contract, and like an image associated with this smart contract for non-fungible token. So when creating this non-fungible token, there's a link specified to this token, and the link points to the specific item which is associated with the non-fungible token. So as I said, most often this item is based on digital image, but also additional uses which have been invented, and there are coming in practice for non-fungible tokens. Some of the examples of this additional use, in addition to like the images, are, for example, like items like, for example, a song which has been an audio file, or it could be like a podcast which is also an audio file. It could be like a video. It could be like a skill of an object which is part of a game, a skill of a character which is part of a game, or it could be a weapon which is used by this character in the game, or it could be like the avatar of this character which has been used in a game. And one additional type of use of non-fungible token could be, for example, like real physical physical item. By some of the small makers, like big brands like Nike and Adidas, they did release non-fungible tokens or NFTs, which have a digital image, which is a representation of a specific sports sneaker, and like at the point of creation, the user of this NFT, they're getting digital image, but they're also getting the physical item as well. When they pick this token and they deploy it, they get both like the image plus the physical item itself. So this is inventive and new use of tokens, but like the topic of today is like tangible special versus hyped slash crappy. About 2 days ago, I had an article about ICOs, and which stands for initial coin offers, and like the question was hit on Quora, which is a website where like one person is posting a question and many people answer this question. I've been active like on Quora, and I have been answering questions on Quora, and most of my answers are like related with we or decentralization or central bank digital currencies or cryptocurrencies or blockchain technology, and etc. So I did collect around maybe 1,300 answers, and you go and type which is Paul Arsov, and you can find the answers to the questions were posted, and I did answer this question. But going back to the question that I stumbled on about maybe 2 days ago, so like the question was, what makes an initial coin offering good, and how do I find that the product and coin is going to have gains, it's going to be good, and it is not going to end in a rug pull. And basically my answer to this was like, well, the first thing you can look about is can you meet the fur or some key people which are involved in the project, and can you only speak with them? So like currently we have an educational event, I'm a founder, and you can see me, and actually in the chat section you can type a question in a comment, and I would answering this question and comment. But lots of other projects, like you don't know who the actual founder is, and who are the key people involved in the project. So the second thing is that you can go when there is coin offer, which is going to create coins or tokens. Like the second thing you can look is basically, let's say you are seeing a group like maybe Discord or Telegram, which is predominantly text only channel. It is interactive, and you are seeing a person who is claiming that they're founder, and you are like typing a question, asking the founder, and then you're getting an answer. But the second thing you have to do is you can research on finding like the founder and if the people involved in the project real people. Like, for example, you can have a person claiming who is the founder of Telegram or Discord, but are they a real person? Like, are they like you can have a nickname of a person who claims that to be the founder, but is this nickname connected with a real name and a real person? So most often when you have a person having a nickname on Telegram or Discord, like maybe they're hiding their real name, and the reason they're hiding is maybe they're building the interest to a project, and at some point they're going to pull back. So this happens with many projects which they build initial interest, they start a coin, and then the founder or the founders and creators they did disappear. So they did stop responding. Like you don't know who is the actual person behind this nickname on the Discord, and basically lots of people burned off in this type of offers. So like I mentioned, the first thing, like can you meet with a person, and the second thing is like people involved in the project realities, or are they hiding behind the nickname? Let's assume that you have a real person, you can actually see and see this person there active people. So the next thing you can do is like go over the product, and most often the idea is specified either in or articles showing the progress made into the project. You can actually like read the white paper when you read the articles, and when you maybe like download instead of like if there is something created, something released by the project, then you cannot download, test it, and you have to actually go over in detail, like analyzing whether what has been offered, is it making sense? Does it make sense? Basically, like there are projects by real people, and like if we take, for example, the example of the project of Luna, which aim to create algorithmic stablecoin, like Terra Luna did create a Luna token, which has been like with floating value, and they create a second token, USD, which has been the algorithmic stablecoin. Basically, the idea of the project was matching a supply and demand of a token, and then like compensating for the price increases and decreases through the supply and demand. When I stumbled upon this project, I would be I tell right away that it is not going to work in the way it's described. The idea is not going to work. And why I could tell right away that this is not going to work. Basically, I told them currently I'm the founder of Decentralized Web Project, and this project started about 2 or 3 years ago. And before doing this Decentralized Web Project, I was doing a project with automated cryptocurrency trading. I was into analyzing pricing of specific crypto coins and tokens, and like doing automated trading of these assets, crypto assets. And when somebody is mentioning trading of assets and matching supply and demand, based on my experience with automated trading with crypto, I will be telling that the way proposed by the white paper, it is not going to work. And I could tell this right away after reading about the idea, and after getting familiar with what the project is doing. But like people who got the white paper, they read the white paper, or they read the article, they basically didn't do a deep analysis of this project. Basically, they suspend their critical thinking, and like they put money into the project. They put other crypto assets. They did swap it, and they bought Luna, and or they bought UST. And at the very top of this project, the project did collect maybe about 15 billion stablecoin dollars in USD, and in addition to this, it did about 45 billion stablecoin dollars in Luna coin. So, like as we know, the project did crash and burn, and it went into a bankruptcy, and like this value, which has been like on the top, it did achieve maybe 45 plus 50. These are 60 billion stable coins. This value did evaporate. So this, like I said, there are criteria people have to put into everything of coin offers and offer, and find if a token is tangible, real and good, versus hyped, crappy, and maybe ending in a rug pull. So, but I did mention some of the hyped and crappy tokens, and so like I like to mention my personal opinion about the decentralized finance tokens, which created for decentralized finance projects. So basically, this is a wide group of tokens, and it includes maybe tokens which pay interest on staking, and it includes the group of stable coins as well. And like I would, even though that there are tokens and coins which are considered to be out, I would be very skeptical about the whole area and all of the tokens which have been created in the decentralized finance area. Personally, I would put them into the hyped slash copy and ending pool type tokens. Why? Why is this? Why do I think all the DeFi is crap? Basically, I would maybe about 1 week ago, I did an event called LA Blockchain Conference, and this event, like the attendee, this like attendance of this event was online only, and to this online attendance of the event, I would be able to contact some potential investors, and I got into one specific venture capitalist from Somali, which I had a brief brief meeting on Zoom with this person. So this specific venture capitalist did mention that 2/3 of their portfolio have in decentralized finance projects. Basically, their venture capital fund has been very active into the decentralized finance area. Like when this person mentioned this, I thought that I'm very, very skeptical about the area of DeFi, and naturally, the venture capitalist was curious about why I have been skeptical, and I told him that I'm a technology developer, primarily technology developer, and as a technology developer, I can create one new token every day. Like every day, I am able to create new token, and every day I would deploy a smart contract and create a token with a specific initial supply. And this tokens they could be having different symbol, but let's say 360 days, I create 365 tokens with supply ranging from maybe 100,000 to 1 billion to 1 trillion tokens. And to make this interesting for people so that they can buy this token, I would offer interest stake, and because I create the initial supply of tokens, I would be able to offer maybe 10% interest on staking of tokens, or I could offer 50% on staking of these tokens, or I could offer 100% interest on staking of this token. And this is because I do have the initial large supply of this token, and it is very, very easy for me to give this token. Basically, as a creator, I could be like a load, and like I could also mint additional tokens in the smart contract because I'm the creator of this specific token. So addition to this, like I told a specific venture capitalist about the financing part of the decentralized finance project. Like I did compare like financing in real world is used by people to get a loan, and this loan is used for something physical and something tangible. For example, people, person getting a loan from bank, they're going to use this loan for specific thing. For example, buying a house and getting a mortgage to pay for this house, or getting a car and paying for the car with this loan which the person is getting. Compare this with blockchain type of finance, the decentralized finance. The finance part is based on a single blockchain. Basically, all DeFi tokens, they're created and deployed on a single blockchain. They do not cross to other blockchains, and they do not cross to the physical world. So a person could be able to get a loan, but this loan is most often not used for to the physical and tangible. Most of the person the loan, they are using this loan for swapping and trading tokens and basically there is no other use swapping and trading into this type of DeFi tokens. But like the most important thing with this type of DeFi project is the project itself is not creating other coins tokens other than like coins and tokens that from users who are buying, and basically users who are swapping. So, for example, people would be able to swap this token which have been creating, but if there is a larger group of people who want to swap from a DeFi token to another token coin, basically the project will be running out of liquidity. Basically, the project people enter this project and they're putting certain amount of other tokens and coins, and the project does not create by itself other tokens and coins other than what got people buying. And when people started selling, the project itself cannot return other tokens and coins. Like if people want to swap, they would not be able to swap more than the value which the project collected with from people buying into a specific token and coin. And if we are looking at this type of offer, like this label called Ponzi scheme, and it is a very, very strong qualification to a project. But actually, the Ponzi schemes, they rely on people buying, and they return value to people based on what people keep putting into the scheme in a specific Ponzi scheme. And usually Ponzi schemes, they end with sellers who start selling, wanting to cash out of this specific scheme. So, as I said, it is a Ponzi is a very strong label to put on a project or on token offer, but if people are looking deeper into a project, I could realize that there are no other consequences which can be created by a specific project, and when the token, like a specific token, DeFi project is increasing in price, then if it's selling, the sale of this token cannot be met with more value than which have been collected by the project itself. So there are other possibilities, like there are projects which are offering additional liquidity, but the additional liquidity is provided by specific projects which did achieve volume in trading. They did achieve lots of people who keep buying the project. Like this liquidity which was provided, by other projects, could very quickly disappear, and then the token of the project would be crashing very, very quickly. So, as I said, I'm very skeptical about the whole area of decentralized finance, and I did explain why is this. But so the topic of today was describing real good and tangible tokens, and what are the real good and tangible tokens. I could put into the good and real and tangible tokens, I put the non-fungible tokens or the NFTs, and I'm putting them into the category of tangible and good because of the associated with the non-fungible token. Basically, there is digital image, or there is audio file, there is video, or there is character or weapon or like a skill associated with the game, which is sold as NFT, or even there could be a physical item associated with NFT. So people who are buying into this, they have something tangible, and in the form of either digital image or something else which is still tangible. Another area which is not familiar to people to crypto is the area of security tokens. And so what are actually tokens? What is this? For people who are not familiar with this, is type of something similar to stock, which is associated with a specific company which is traded in the stock market. When we look at a company like Tesla or Facebook or Google, we know that these are companies which are publicly traded, and they offer a stock which is traded in the ordinary stock market. A person could go to a specific stock broker, and they can register account with a specific stock broker. Then they can transfer a certain amount of money to this their account with a specific stockbroker, and then they can buy a stock, for example, for Tesla. And after holding the stock for a specific period of time, they can sell the stock, and they can get their proceeding from the sale back into their account, and further they can withdraw money from their account back into their bank account. This is the way people are entering and exiting the stock market. In the same way, like a person would find about a specific company, and they could, like a specific company can tell people that they did create security tokens, and these tokens are equivalent to a share of their share or a stock into the specific project or company. And most often this security offer is regulated, so it means that complies with the security regulation of a specific country or a number of specific countries. For example, the U.S. Security Exchange Commission, or abbreviated SEC, did release several exemptions for which can be used for offer of security tokens, and the type of exemptions which are most often used by crypto projects and businesses are Reg D, which is associated with accredited investors, and specific rules of these offers of security tokens is that like people who are buying into this security offer to be accredited investors. So it means that investors, experienced investors, can have a specific amount of wealth, and or they could be like certain funds, like capital funds, which they accumulate a certain amount of assets and funds into the venture capital fund. So this is regard to Reg D, but there are additional regulations like Reg CF, and also there is Reg A. Now, for example, Reg CF is associated with like crowdfunding and like crypto projects which are registered with Reg CF. They could do a crowdfunding type of offers, which ordinary people who are not investors, they could be putting, they could be buying like security tokens of a specific company. So this is regarding to the security tokens, and I believe the security tokens are something real and tangible. Although I'm not very familiar for people who are dealing with the crypto market. So people are into the crypto, they're buying others, but the other tokens they could become subject of scrutiny by the security regulators in some countries. For example, we know about the event called the merge of Ethereum, and basically what happened in around September of 2022 is Ethereum blockchain was based on proof of works type of consensus mechanism, which did require large number of hardware which had graphics processing units like GPU cards, and the GPU cards they were continuously crunching numbers, and coins were generated as a result of this large number of GPU graphics card, and computers having this graphics card, coin was generated in this way, but this way was this way our consensus did require large number of a large amount of electricity for this large graphics processing use. And the event which happened in September 2002 was about switching from proof of work and using large graphics processing unit cards to state of consensus mechanism for the Ethereum blockchain, and this type of consensus mechanism no longer require graphics processing units, and it did require only staking certain amount of cryptocurrency in pools of staking pools of the Ethereum blockchain. Basically, a node of the Ethereum blockchain would be having just a single computer or a instance located on cloud, and it could be having a certain amount of stake into the specific node, and then people who were participating in this stake, they were taking interest on this specific stake, and they will be getting a growing amount of amount which is staked into the specific pool. So, I did mention this specific Ethereum, so-called Ethereum merge event, because of the event, less than 24 hours after the announcement of the official switch from proof of work to proof of stake for the Ethereum blockchain, was the chairman of the Security Exchange Commission of the United States, Gary Gensler, who said that with the switch of proof of work to proof of stake, the Ethereum blockchain is becoming a security offer, and everything created and based on the security on the Ethereum blockchain could be subject to U.S. security laws. And as we know, like the U.S. is very, very powerful country, and the U.S. government agencies, they have a very, very long, even though a project may be located in a different country, but like the U.S. government can reach in this country, and they could like get issues extradition request, or specifically to extradite a specific like person involved in the project, which is by linguistic US US laws. And this announcement, we are like going to see how it is going to play out, but like not anymore projects associated with tokens or coins are secure. Lots of projects are rushing to release coins, and they could be like on the receiving of a warning letter by the Security Exchange Commission, stop doing what they have been doing. After receiving this letter, like the project may choose to ignore this warning, and like after this, they could be facing potentially a lawsuit, which is initiated by the U.S. Security Exchange Commission, is carried by the U.S. Justice Department, and in U.S. court by against U.S. government is very, very expensive thing. So that's why it is very, very recommended for a project to register with one or more of the security regulators of some countries, and do security token offer, which is coming with specific regulation in a specific countries in the world. By having experience, they could have one of the real and tangible and good tokens. But we're getting towards the end of our event. The talk was have been more than maybe an hour, and I will be wrapping up this event very soon. For those of you who came a little later, my name is Paul Arsoff, and I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project. We're building a decentralized communication advertising platform. We are very different than lots of other projects which claim that they're Web3 and they're decentralized and they are having next generation of internet. They're not. So what we're doing is we're looking past beyond blockchain technology, and we have our own decentralization software engine, which has a blockchain instance, but this blockchain instance plays just a support role into our project. Decentralization and migration of internet is achieved through a direct communication, which does not have anything to do with the blockchain. So basically, the direct communication is from user to user without a server, and blockchain relation is like for the users to have their rewards stored in this blockchain instance. So that's regarding the project, but we're organizing weekly events, just like on Instagram Live. We're organizing weekly events on Saturdays on Twitter Space. Usually on Saturdays, Sundays, we're talking about the same topic, and hopefully some of the people who favor Twitter, they're going to come to our Twitter event, and people who favor Instagram, they could come to our Instagram event. So in addition to these events, we're doing events on Thursdays, and 1 week we have Ask Me Anything session, and the following Thursday we have a demo day event. In the demo day event, we're demonstrating what we have under development and what we have released. And actually, we have a lot to show, really a lot. Currently, we're working on the technical side of the release, and this release is going to have a three-dimensional image and three-dimensional object, which is animated. It's moving by itself, and it can interact. Like the user can click and move it and rotate it and zoom it in and out. In addition to this, the object has a voice. It can speak with the melting or whisper voice, and this voice could be normal, or it could be fast, or it could be slow. In addition to this three-dimensional object, it can have like voice recognition capabilities, and it could really talk about an object which keeps moving. I could tell it stop moving, then I could tell it start moving, and I could tell it zoom in or zoom out, tell it rotate. And also I could tell it additional commands, for example, like tell me about something. For example, tell me about anime. What is anime? And tell me about Elon Musk. Who is Elon Musk? And then the object is going to respond to this type of request. In the end of 2022, in November, we released most of the ChatGPT by the company called OpenAI. And since November 2022, we have an explosion in the interest of projects related with artificial intelligence. And basically, with this NFT offer, we have a basic artificial intelligence built in this three-dimensional object. So this is very new, and this is very, very interesting, I believe. Come and join our demo days, and you can see what we're having under development and what is going to be released very, very soon. But in addition to this, like in our meeting sessions, you can ask questions about this, and like this Ask Me Anything session, they're simultaneously on in text. Also, they're happening on Google Meet in video and audio, and they're happening also on Twitter Space as well in Google. So if you come ask me to the meeting session, and you come to the Google Meet, then you can actually, like, if you have a question about a demo of a three-dimensional object, you can get a look and answer in like in video and audio about what we have been having under development and we're going to be releasing very, very soon. But come and join our events on Saturday, Sundays. And I like to mention like our very next event, which is going to come next Saturday on Twitter Space and next Sunday on Instagram Live. And the topic of this event is related to artificial intelligence. The topic is like general state of artificial intelligence and the path towards general artificial intelligence. So we're going to talk specifically about what is regarding artificial intelligence and is this actually good? Like is this no? Or what are the potential pitfalls and what is the potential crappy things about current offers? So this is going to be a very detailed conversation looking deeper into the artificial intelligence offers. As I said, I will be wrapping up this event. Come and join our social networks. We're posting on a very long list of social networks, but we're focusing on Instagram, on Twitter, and Telegram. You can come to our website, which is named web.org. Decentralized and web, they're all together. .org. Bring up the website and go to the bottom of every page of the website. You can see the icons of the social networks, and when you click on these icons, you can join the social network that you're most familiar and most comfortable with. I think a very large community, and you're welcome to come to our Telegram community, but as well our Twitter and Instagram group as well. Thank you for coming to this event. You're welcome to come to our next events, upcoming events, and you're welcome to view the replay of this event, and the replay is going to be posted on all of the social networks that we're covering. Thank you for coming. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and goodbye.